Well, talk about being in the streets. Guys, I have been in the streets since Wednesday, which was what, yesterday. I came out, I drove myself to Windstar Casino because I just wanted to get away. I wanted to gamble too, but I had been in the house ever since my surgery. I'm tired of sitting down. Sometimes my butt hurts because I've sat down for so long. I needed to get out. I needed a different scenery, and that's exactly what I did. So I came to Windstar. I checked in. Well, before I came to Windstar, I checked in, which I thought I checked in for 2 nights to stay at Windstar, inside of Windstar. But apparently, when I woke up early, well, I didn't come back to my room. I was out gambling inside of the casino for hours. I did not spend one dime of my money, but I had free play at the casino, so which was $60. I played on that $60. I built it up to 300, 400, 500. I just played, and by the time I got to my room, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. Came to my room. I took a pain pill because I had walked and walked and walked and walked, and I did not take a pill at all. Um, so about 3 o'clock this morning, I took a pill. Actually, I did not. I took one because I was hurting a lot. I want to say I took one around 10 p.m. So by the time I came to my room at 3 o'clock, I was so tired and I was so sleepy. I was sore, but I did not take a pill. I figured if I lay down, go to sleep, I wouldn't be hurting. So about 9 o'clock this morning, or about 10, there was a knock at the door. I didn't say anything. It woke me up, but then it stopped. So about 11, same thing, a knock at the door. Well, who is knocking at my door? I didn't answer. I laid back down. Well, I laid back down, but then about 15 minutes later, I went ahead and got up. I wanted to get up, get dressed. I wanted to go and have some breakfast. So by the time I got up and was going around the room, gathering my things so I could take a shower and brush my teeth and all of that, there was a knock at the door. This time I went over there, I opened the door. It was the maintenance guy. He said, I got a report that the deadbolt was broken. I'm like, no, I didn't call anyone. He said, well, it's not broken. You're just in the room. And I said, yes, I'm in the room. So then I was like, oh, that was the cleaning lady trying to clean the room. Well, I'm going to be here for 2 nights. So why clean the room? So then I called the desk and I said, I think they're trying to clean my room, but I'm staying another night, so it doesn't need to be clean. She said, no, you only signed up for one night. I'm like, no, I signed up for two. But when I looked at my calendar, it did say one night. See, I was calling myself clicking on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, that means check in Wednesday, check out Thursday. I should have clicked Wednesday and Friday. Okay, but I didn't do that. So I packed my things really quickly, left out of the room. By the time I left the room, because I had to take a shower and get myself together. So by the time I left the room, it was about 12:45. 12:45. So it is right now 12 about 12:30 at night. I just came in from being in the casino. I'm going to take a pain pill. I have not had one since last night about this time. So I'm not needing it every 6 hours, 8 hours, or 12. I'm needing it maybe once a day at night if I'm doing a lot. which today I was doing a lot, just walking around the casino and all of that. Anyway, um, so gathered my things. I left out of the room, got in my car. I was like, what am I gonna do? I said, you know what? It's a hotel about a 3 minute drive down 35. I'll stay there. And so I say, and you know what? There's a Cracker Barrel right there. I'll go there, eat my brunch, and then check in that hotel. So while I was sitting there, check, checking for a room, I said, you know what? Let me check at WinStar to see if they have another room because that lady on the phone told me that they were booked. And guess what? They had a room not inside of WinStar, but at their other hotel called The Inn, which I've stayed here at the Inn several times. But it's just the fact that I had to pack all of my things and leave out of the comfort of where I was. Let me get some more water. Hold on. And no, I'm not hurting really bad. I'm just a little sore from doing all the movement I was doing. Anyway, so now I'm here at WinStar. I'm going to be going to bed here in a minute. I'm tired. I have run out of money to play with for the day. I'll play some more tomorrow when I check out. I did eat at the buffet. I had all you can eat crab legs, which they have every Thursday. And that's another story in itself. I do not care to get into it. But anyway, the crab legs were wonderful. I had a wonderful time. I met my friend Evelyn there, and we both was eating like there was no tomorrow. Now let's talk about my surgery. I have been doing great. I have been making sure when I shower, I clean the area. I did take that bandage off the next day after I spoke with you guys about it when I showed you guys. I don't see any stitches. Everything, even when I took that bandage off the umbilical area, it was still dermabond, which is surgical glue that was there. So I don't have any stitches or steri strips. It's all dermabond. Um, Now, as far as the pain and the pain pill goes, I didn't have to take anything in between taking the pain pill, which is Norco. I didn't have to take any Tylenol, ibuprofen, or anything like that, but one time. And the only reason why I did it is because why did I do it? I was, I guess, from being just sitting down every day, all day, or either laying down, I kind of build up some fluids in here. I would get around and walk several times a day, but that's not enough. You need to get up and really move it. And so it was tickling in my throat, so I had to cough. And I don't know, one day, it just was tickling me, and I had to cough, 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 and it just made this area so sore. So it was not time to take a pain pill. Neither did I want to take a pain pill. So I said, you know what? I better take an ibuprofen. And the reason why I chose ibuprofen is because it's an anti-inflammatory. So just in case I like aggravated something in there when I cough and made something swell up or whatever, I took ibuprofen. So other than that one time, I didn't take anything in between my pain medication. So the first day I took the pain medicine, you might as well say every 6 hours, like the bottle says. The second day, I was doing maybe every 8 hours. The third day after that, I was probably taking it every 10 hours. Then it was like every 12 hours. And now it's every 24 hours that I take my Norco. My surgical areas look nice. Nothing is reddened. Nothing is swollen. Nothing is oozing out of it. It looks great. I feel great. I still have been trying to figure out how not having a gallbladder is going to affect how I eat or how I go to the bathroom. I've heard some people say every time they eat they have to go to the bathroom. That hasn't been my case yet. I've heard some people say every day they have diarrhea. That hasn't been my case yet. Everything has been normal so far, and I'm hoping that whatever it is that I'm going to go through, it happens before I go back to work. Because right now, it just seems like everything is perfect. And I know everything can't be perfect with your gallbladder missing. But I'm trying to figure out what that's going to look like for me because I'm going to need to make some adjustments. Am I going to have to not eat at all while I'm at work? Am I going to have to eat my breakfast at home before I go to work? All those things what we I will have to take into account once I realize if there's going to be an issue because I don't have a gallbladder. Other than that, that's the only update. I've pretty much been eating whatever I want. Oh, I did eat some ice cream on a cone. I'm already lactose intolerant and I don't eat ice cream when I know I have to go to work the next day. But I'm off work because I had surgery. I ate ice cream. That was the cramps at the bottom of my stomach. I had a few at the top, but it was mostly kind of right on each side of my navel area. It hurt. It really, really hurt me. And I had to take a pain pill. And I don't know if ice cream is going to agree with me, but I think I might try ice cream one more time before I go back to work. But I will take a lactate to see if that helps. Other than that, nothing has bothered me. I haven't had that much greasy foods, but I have had greasy foods. That hasn't bothered me. Just the dairy has bothered me, and I can do without dairy. Well, I like cheese, and I like ice cream too. But anyway, other than that, that's all I have to say right now. If I get a chance, try to show you some more Windstar. Okay? Mm. Good morning. I have been trying to think of a name to call my subscribers. I see all these other YouTubers out there and they have little names for their subscribers. So I've been trying to think of a name for my subscribers. Not that I have many subscribers. I have 200, 208. But I might as well establish a name now. So if you guys can think of a name for my subscribers, I think that would be fun to get on here and say, hi, my whatever the name is. Like my name is Carolyn and my last name is Beaumart. And I hope I'm not making any noise with this thing. But as I was saying, I would love to have a name like maybe, hi, my carolers. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just waking up. As you can see, I'm going to wash my face. Yesterday, I slept late because, I'm still, where's my face wash? Hold up. I am still on my post-surgery getting healed time off work. So Brush the two. Now I'm gonna wash my face. I have my face wash. So last night or yesterday, about 5 o'clock, I went to WinStar Casino with a friend of mine. I didn't win anything. I have $55 in free play. My toner. I have $55 in free play. That $55 looks like I have a pimple on my nose. Anyway, I have $55 in free play, or something bit me there. I'm not sure, but it's red. It has a little pimple on it. That $55 allowed me to play for a long time. I said I was gonna only spend $120, so I was hoping I didn't have to spend my $120. But I ran out of my free play, so I spent my $150. I mean $120. Plus I had actually it was $55 in free play. All right, got my lotion. I call this lotion, but what is it called? Skin Calming Itch Soothing Cream. So putting my cream on my face. It's natural oatmeal enriched and fragrance free. Because I have what? Sensitive skin. And this will be a makeup free day. Do I need makeup? Probably, but I'm not going anywhere today until later. We're going to go out and eat at the buffet. All right, let me clean up this water. So today's Friday, February the 21st. That's what day it is. And I'm going to post this video. I've made half of this video last week. And I was supposed to finish the video and post it this past Tuesday. But I did not. I kind of live a carefree life. Yes, I do things on time and I try not to miss any appointments or anything like that. Basically, I live a carefree life. So I didn't put the video out on Tuesday, but today is Friday and I'll put it out today. My face is clean and I have brushed my teeth for the morning. And now it's time for a little breakfast because I am hungry. So let's go into the kitchen, fix some breakfast. First things first, I need to start making some coffee. And people in this house are still sleeping. Uh-oh, baby is awake. My grandson is 1. He will be 2 in June. I forgot my robe. Okay. All right. Now, when I go to the hotel, I stay at Windstar. They always have these little coffee packets in there with a little coffee stirrer in there. I always bring them home because I really don't drink the coffee in the rooms. I drink the coffee from the little Starbucks looking place downstairs. Yeah. So I'll just throw it right in my suitcase. And they have some of the rooms have the little K cups in there. So I just throw this in my bag as well. Nothing goes to waste around here. This is white chocolate syrup. Is it my favorite? No, but this is what I have. I have this one, and I have like a donut flavor. I don't like that one that much either, but I'm gonna use them until they're all gone. But the white chocolate is okay. This is oat milk creamer, French vanilla. Coffee, check. And I know you guys hear my little grandson is kind of whiny. My son and his wife are talking. I don't think they care that I'm trying to make a video. So I bought this little thing here, bread box, this little bread container, and I keep it in the refrigerator actually. So it's like extra fresh. I'm gonna get, do I want one or two? I get two. This is the only thing I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat any meat or anything. I'm gonna put it in the toaster. I just put my toast in the toaster. Put my bread back in here. So on my toast, once it gets done, I'm gonna have Jif peanut butter on it and my coffee, and that will be my breakfast for the day. And my toast is over here cooking. And when it pops out, I'm going to put my peanut butter on it. Toast done. Check. Thank you for joining me in making my small breakfast for this morning. But since we're going to go out later and eat at the buffet, I didn't want to eat too much. But this is a great breakfast. So I have my peanut butter toast and a cup of coffee. All right, bye now. Have a great weekend. Have a great day, first of all, but really have a great weekend. Wait, let me do that right.